All right, first and foremost, give all praise to you, how about Shem Yahushua Brakathum. Give a sincere greeting to the brothers and sisters scattered across the four corners, teaching this word with sincerity and charity. I'm Brother Phineas, Prince of Power Israelites, here with another short lesson for you, just something for you to meditate on. Very milky. Just talk about being holy, being set apart. What does it mean to be holy? What does it mean to be set apart? And I got an example from my high school days of what it means to be holy, what it means to be set apart. But first, let me read Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26 so we can get a little overstanding. Shalak, I should have had this ready. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people that you should be mine. I, the Lord, am holy. You should be holy. You should be set apart. I am set apart, and I have severed you so that you can be mine, so that you can be set apart also. And in order to be mine, you're going to have to be set apart. And that's what I'm saying. You are a holy nation of people. You are a set apart nation of people. The Deuteronomy 7:6, we say it all the time, but what does it mean to be set apart? And are we as an Israelite community today showing or being an example of holiness or being set apart, or are we kind of looking like the world? All right, now so how holy are we? You know, a lot of people used to use that in Christianity. Oh, you act like you holier than thou, right? So there's a separation. When somebody says that, they are equating to, it's a separation between what someone is doing compared to what the average person is doing. So we need to be separate. Now, the example that I had of this that came to mind, and I was like, you know what? They were a set apart people. And I went to a magnet school in high school. I went to a magnet school, and a magnet school was a school where all the smart kids went to this school and participated in this magnet program. It was an honor to be inducted into this magnet program. And so they were severed because of their test scores. They were severed. They were severed into a different, you know what I'm saying, category amongst the regular kids. So they were separated from the regular kids that went to this particular school. Now, you can still go to the school and not participate in the magnet program, but the magnet program allowed kids to take college courses or advanced courses that would give them college credits. And they started at a much higher level. Like, we might have started with algebra. They may have been on trig their ninth grade year. You know what I'm saying? So they were at just a higher level, and we knew that all came down to their discipline and their study habits. And there wasn't a lot of animosity, I wouldn't say, but there was a separation. We knew we didn't really politic with them like that. We didn't really kick the bobo with them like that, especially because the way the system was set up, they had even different bells. Like, when our bell went off, they continued to sit down and study. They knew that that bell was not for them. That wasn't the magnet bell. That wasn't the set apart bell. That was the bell for them regular jokers, right? It was the bell for the average kids. And so when we went out and we went into the hallways, the school had it set up, and I don't know if they was messing with our psyche, but the school had it set up where these kids were in like laboratories that were completely fiberglass. So you can see completely in the class. You see completely in the class. They had different teachers that we didn't have. And they had all the best, you know, they had these nice calculators, you know, the TI 125, you know, they had them calculators. And they actually had computers in the desk. The desk literally had a computer inside of the desk. And so we was in the regular classrooms where they had like the jail door with the little slot in there, and you could just, maybe somebody peek in there and look, but your class completely no windows, just bricked up. And but then we get out and we see the set apart kids, and they got all the fancy equipment. They dissecting all kind of animals. They doing the nice experiments. They got the labs and all that. And so, but we knew that came down to, the laws that in the statutes and basically the discipline that it took for them to, not that nobody's born smart. It was never that, and I never felt that. It's just people are more diligent about their studies. Even scripture says, study to show thyself approved. Be diligent to show thyself approved. So you got to have diligence in, in the things that you're trying to strive in the masteries that you're trying to strive in. But they were set apart. They did not mess with us. The only time we really got to talk to these kids were in PE. And we might have knew these kids from middle school, from elementary, and we always knew that they were the smartest and brightest in those classrooms. But then once it got to high school and the magnet school, they separated us, and we really kind of lost contact with those kids. Now, I only brought that up to say we supposed to be that holy nation, and we looked up to those kids. We did. We looked up to those kids because they knew they were getting the scholarships. They were the valedictorians. They were they were getting the rewards from Wendy's and they were getting all the academic accolades. And the average kids, we were just athletes. We were just athletes, and we would win the talent shows. But we knew those kids would go off to be, successful. And that pretty much what happened now that, I've been out of high school like 20 years. In fact, exactly 20 years. Those kids did grow up to be more successful and, and more career bound, had a better foundation because of the diligence that they had within their studies. Now, we supposed to have that same diligence, but on a spiritual level, right? On a spiritual level, and these law, statutes, and commandments, these are the things that's supposed to separate us, where people can look at us and examine us and be like, that is a wise and understanding people. We'll go to that in Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 6, and then we'll close it up. I just wanted to give you this while it was on my mind. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore, matter of fact, let me start at verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my God, my Elohim, my power, has commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Now, in the land that you're going to possess, I have taught you these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has told me. I've given them unto you, and so that you can keep these laws, statutes, and commandments in the land that you're about to go possess. Keep there, verse 6, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. And do they see us as a wise and understanding people? We have to ask ourselves that even in the state that we're in, even in this truth, do the other nations see, or do they still see us as some Negroes, as some Latinos, right? Or do they say, man, you know what, that is a wise and under. So why, see what I'm saying? Like, how do we get to that point? And that comes to us being more and more severed from the world. We can't be speaking like the world. We can't be talking like the world. We can't be dressing like the world. We can't be eating like the world. We can't be praying like the world. We can't be worshiping like the world. We have to be more diligent. We have to be more diligent. And surely they will say this is a wise and understanding nation of people. Let me give you one more. In Psalms, or do they see us like this? Psalms 44:14. It says, "Thou," Psalms 44:14, "Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people." Like, how close are we? to that? How close are we to a wise and understanding nation? Like, that's the scale. You got a wise and understanding nation, and then you got a shaking of the head and a byword. Both sessions that the heathen supposed to see us as. Is the heathen seeing us as a byword and a shaking of the head, or is the heathen seeing us as a wise and understanding people? And I'm just saying, let's not get complacent. Let's not get content. We got a ways to go, Israel. With that, I'm going to say shalom.